Hey everybody, Mike here, Mike's Computer Tips. How's it going? Today I want to do a live stream of computer questions. If anybody has any computer questions, feel free to ask. Or if you have any tips of your own, feel free to put them in the chat. That could help somebody else. I generally talk about computer related issues. If you haven't seen me before and this is the first time you're seeing me, my name is Mike and my channel is Mike's Computer Tips. And I talk about computer maintenance and all kinds of different computer tips that you might need to keep your computer running good and all that good stuff. So if you have any questions, whether in the live stream or in the replay, feel free to ask. Just getting my camera set up and all that good stuff. But yeah, and I'll probably share this video out on my Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok, and also Facebook. And if anybody wants to share it out, also feel free to share it on any of your social media sites. The object of my computer channel is to teach people easy ways to make their computer run better, run faster, fix common problems that you might have with your computer, and any things to make you a better computer user, and to teach people just anything that they have an issue with, try to resolve the issue. So everybody is definitely welcome. And if you'd like, please subscribe to my channel. Like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And I will do the same to you. I am a very good YouTuber. Try to follow all the rules. I don't try to break any rules. I do what's necessary and what's allowed. I don't do any cursing or any pornography or any nonsense. If you've seen me before, you know that I talk about computer issues from A to Z, anything in between. What's a good computer to buy in 2023? That's a great subject. Another subject is what kind of specs should you have in your computer? Like when I buy a new computer, what should I ask for? What should I look for? Should I get, the things that are real important to me is, first of all, the RAM, how much memory you have. how much hard drive space you have, what type of hard drive you have. I recommend SSD, solid state hard drive. That's the best one you can get now. And CPU, what type of processor should you have in your computer? A lot of it depends on budget and price, but there's a lot of options out there and a lot of deals, and you can get a decent computer for a decent price. So, like the sky's the limit. If you want a gaming system, you can get them anywhere from around 400 to, hundreds and or thousands. It depends really what you want in it. If you want a computer just to get on the internet and be able to do email, YouTube, and things like that, then there's also the specs obviously would be different. Going from gaming and video editing, if you're going to do that on a computer, you definitely need a high-end system with a lot of memory, preferably 16 gigs of memory, and you want an SSD hard drive, and you want a pretty fast processor because you're going to need something fast. But for a basic use, I would say 8 gigs or above is fine of RAM memory. Today, you don't really need big hard drives in your computer as long as this is an SSD hard drive. It runs at 1500 RPMs, which is twice as fast as a traditional hard drive. Most people are saving information today to these type of USB drives. So no matter what type of hard drive, what size you have, you can always buy an external USB hard drive, save all your information offline to it where it's safe. And that's what I tell people to do, and that's your best bet. So hard drive size, if you plan on saving a lot of stuff on your computer, then you would obviously need a bigger size internally. But if you're not going to save a whole lot of stuff, 256, 512 is good enough. It's adequate enough for everybody to use. What I like to do is if you have a desktop computer, the way I set mine up is I have an SSD hard drive and then I have a regular mechanical hard drive as a secondary hard drive. And that's where I save all my information too. But just having an SSD is fine. Your computer will run a lot faster. And on top of that, Windows 10, Windows 11. I have Windows 10. Either one is good. With Windows 11, you're going to get more options and features. And if you're going to do gaming, you need a good video card. I recommend NVIDIA. And AMD has some good ones also. Most people have NVIDIA card. That's really, if you're a gamer, you're going to want that. Either 4 gigs or 8 gigs or whatever you can afford is the size of the memory, the amount of memory you would have on that card. Hey, who's there? I see somebody in the chat. Welcome. I did schedule a live stream for like a few weeks, but I thought I'd just pop on and just do a live stream because, the time zones are different. And, I have a lot of friends in the UK and here in the States. And it's kind of hard for everybody to come to a live stream. So I'm trying to do them at different times now, sometimes in the morning and sometimes at night. I find that it's, just for the people that are living in different time zones. people ask me all the time, like, how can I make my computer faster? And I think that out of out of anything that I make videos on, I make more videos on speeding up your computer because doing maintenance to your computer is very important because that will speed up your computer. If you have a lot of temporary files and cookies and you do a lot of deleting and downloading and stuff like that, you're going to accumulate a lot of temporary files, internet files that can slow your computer down. So I always recommend people going to their browser, whether it be Edge or Google Chrome, and clearing out your history from time to time. That will make your browser run better and it will free up all those entries that you have in there. So that's a good thing to do. It's also a good thing to do disk scan. You can go in and run disk scan by typing it into the search bar on the bottom, and you can scan your computer for random files that you don't need, and it'll clean those files out. Another thing to do is do defrag after that. If you have an SSD hard drive, you don't need to defrag. But if you have an older hard drive, after disk scan, defrag can help you. So that's a good thing to do as far as maintenance. Another very important thing to do to maintain your computer is to remove old programs that you don't use and delete applications and files that you don't need anymore. So what you can do is you can go into the control panel to programs and features. First, make sure you're on large icons on the upper right drop down. And then after that, you go through all your programs from A to Z, and whatever programs you don't use, don't need, just uninstall them, highlight it, and go up at the top and hit uninstall. The things that you need on your computer, you should make sure you keep, but things that you don't need, delete them or uninstall them. And just like desktop icons, if you have your whole desktop full of icons, make sure you make folders. You can make a few desktop folders and organize your icons. Instead of having the whole desktop full of icons, make 3 or 4 folders and drag and drop them to those folders, and it'll be a lot neater on your desktop. It'll be a lot more organized. So that's the main thing. Another thing to do to speed up your computer is any programs that are taking up a lot of your resources, you can shut those programs off. Okay, so what you do is go down to the toolbar on the bottom and right click it and then left click Test Manager. And when the box comes up, you hit more information or more options and go to CPU and look at the top and the few programs that are running at the top, look at the usage, CPU usage. Now, if those programs are using a lot of CPU usage, and then you can turn those off, you know, and that will free up your computer to run better. There's a lot of little things that you could do to improve speed. And like I say, mostly it's cleaning up unnecessary files, cleaning out your temps, your internet, temporary internet, your history on your browser. We talked about that. Do those things and make sure you get your Windows updates. Always make sure your computer is up to date. You go into the control panel to update and make sure you have all the latest updates. They help you protect you from like viruses and things like that. So make sure your computer is fully updated, and even your hardware. Make sure your applications are updated and you have the latest version. If you have an update for your video card, make sure you update that. Just look and see if there's an update in Device Manager and update those things. And make sure you have a working antivirus too, and that's up to date. There's plenty of free ones. I recommend Avast. That's a free antivirus for Windows 10. You can download that online. And I like to use CCleaner, which is a good malware and spyware cleaner. You can download that for free. And that's really helpful to clean up unnecessary junk on your computer. And also, there's a registry feature on the left, which is really, really good. And that'll clean out your Windows registry. Because when you delete files or uninstall programs, they get scattered all over. The files are all over your hard drive. It's not like when you click on something, it opens real fast. Well, the same thing doesn't happen when you uninstall something. Those files are random. So every once in a while, you have to use a registry cleaner to safely go in and remove all those files. And CCleaner has a free one, which is built into the CCleaner program, which I use a lot, and it works really good. It's a great one. So those two programs are really good. If you want another program that can help you, if you want to download several different programs, it's called Ninite, and you can get that, and you can check programs that you want, and they will download them all for you without having third party and downloading a lot of junk with them, because that happens a lot when you download a program. You're also downloading something else if you don't uncheck the boxes. So you have to be really careful about that. And Ninite takes all the trouble out of doing that, and they just allow you to go to their platform and just check the boxes of the programs you want. And then on the bottom, you click Get My Ninite, and it will download each thing one at a time to your computer. So with that said, I am going to end this video. If anybody has any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for coming.